Hello, my budgeting friends. Welcome or welcome back to Work Right Planner. On this channel, we talk about my budgeting journey as I learn about finance and try to figure out how to pay off 6 figures of overall debt. I share my successes and my failures in hopes that I can provide a path so that someone else won't make the same mistakes I did. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. And if you're new here, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe and join us and follow along and offer whatever advice you can, because I'm open to suggestions. Today we're going to go over the February budget closeout, so I hope you enjoy. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to take a look at was my income for the month of February. And you guys, for whatever reason, February was an awesome month for me. Thank you, Jesus, for good months. So I ended up with overtime at my day job, so that one gave me $2,505.90. Okay, the difference there, let's break out the calculator, was $207.90 more than what was budgeted. So that is awesome. And then at my second job, my income was $185.37. The difference there is $25.37, but I will take every little bit I can get. Work Right Planner did bring some money in, but I didn't transfer it over to this budget. So I'm going to mark that as nothing, and we'll just deal with that next month, hopefully. And then on other, I did get my taxes in and I got that Smart Shopper check. So that's nice. And I haven't had a cash stuffing for it yet, but when I was reconciling my bank account, which I advise everybody does, because you find stuff in there that you didn't realize hit your bank account, I found that my state tax refund had also come in. So I will be doing that probably with my March 10th cash stuffing, I would say. So we'll just lump those in together. But that brings my total other income to $2,289. That's insane, you guys, which I realize the bulk of that is tax money, but wow. Like, wow. So my total income for the month of February was $4,980.27. Y'all, I need more months like February. I'm just saying. Okay, so let's move on to what we spent. Okay, so we're gonna start out talking about the fixed expenses, which are those bills that don't change from month to month. This one is $23.75. So I was actually 25 cents under budget. I usually am. I like to budget in whole numbers and do my actual, so that I know where it's going, and I put exactly what I spent in each category, not what I saved, because I've got that documented elsewhere. On this form, I'm only documenting what I actually spent, and a lot of times my buffer comes from this extra quarter. I put the change from every transaction that I do, whatever is left when I round that amount up goes into my buffer, and that way if I overspend somewhere, there's a cushion in my bank account that covers that. The bank fee is $3. Car insurance was $66. The car wash was $25. The cell phone was $61. So those all came out to be the same. Now we get here and, let me grab my red pen. Okay, at this point, I didn't budget quite enough. I was 25 cents over my budget, but that's okay, because like I said, there's a buffer there to catch that kind of thing. Same thing here. The internet, I budgeted 45 and I needed 45.04. So we were 4 cents over there. The natural gas, let's see, we've got 33 minus 48.71. So we were over by $15.71. Now, I have myself on my own version of budget billing for this one. If you guys are interested in how I did that, drop me a comment and let me know, and I'd be glad to make you a video to explain that. But I'm not the least bit concerned. This in my electric, I have an averaged amount that I put in, and that's what these numbers are based off of, which is why sometimes they're a little bit off, but sometimes I have a lot left. Just depends on what season of the year we're in. This is Kentucky weather we're talking about here, so you just never know, and it's hard to predict. So I find that using an average works best. OnStar remote, that is so that I can start my car when the weather is nasty. That was $6.77. So I need to adjust this in my spreadsheet so that I don't keep budgeting $8. Okay, we were over by $1.23, or we were under by $1.23. The storage comes out to be $75. Apple iCloud was actually 99 cents, and I just started paying for this so that I could transfer my videos from my iPhone to my computer. Now, some of these are already filled in, and that's because they're the bills that I split in my joint budget with my fiance. I don't share his income, and therefore you don't see the total amount of those bills, but you do see my share of it. So I was penny under on that one. Netflix, my share of it was actually $8.65, so I was 35 cents to the good. Sirius XM, y'all, they got me this month. They actually took out $23.02. Oh my goodness, I about died. And they do that every so often, and it's my fault. I should have called them to tell them to cancel my service, because I don't know if you all know this or not, but it's worked for me for, I don't know, 6 years now. My vehicle has XM radio on it. I really liked 90s on 9, like a lot. And so I'm willing to pay for it. I like it so much. But I don't want to pay $23 for it. That is ridiculous. I will listen to FM radio before I pay $23 to listen to music. So if you call them and tell them to cancel your service, they're going to hem-haw around with you and try to keep you. If you keep saying no, eventually they'll offer you whatever their best deal is at the time. And $8 a month was worth it. $23 a month, not so much. And this time around, I kind of need the extra $8, so I'm probably going to call and just completely cancel the service. I don't know. It depends. We've got some driving that we have to do, and when you spend a lot of time in the car, sometimes the FM stations are just kind of questionable in some areas. You know, they're kind of spotty in how well they come in. Anyway, that one hit me, and that was a surprise. Audible was $15.85, which was 15 cents to the good. Okay, so let's add all of this up. All of this added up to $543.02. And we're going to take the 4980.27, 4980.27, and subtract the 543.02. And that gives us $4,437.25 remaining as we head to the variable. So let's go there now. Okay, so eating out is one of those things that we share, and you guys, I am so excited about the eating out because yes, we went over, but not by nearly as much as we usually do. So we budgeted $79, but we spent $94.19. We were over by $15.19. And just to give you an idea, let's go back to January. We were over by $152.89. Y'all, when I told you I was proud of us for how we did with eating out this month, y'all, we did amazing. Like, that is a much better number than $152. Like, I am so proud of us. Okay, so gas and oil, I need to go and look at. So what I do when I'm figuring these totals up is I will go into my transaction log and I use my mild liners and I will assign a color to each of these, which of course these have already been searched for. So the only one that I actually still have to look for is the gas and oil. But I'm going to show you guys how I do that just by using my mild liner, and then I'll total it all up and put it here. So let's do that. Okay, so now that we went through all of that, we have 107.92. Sorry, I have these bookmarks in there and it makes it hard to write on sometimes. But we budgeted 150. So 4208 is what we've got to the good, and that'll just stay in my account as gas money and just roll over. Okay, so groceries, 237 minus 207.28 gives me $29.72 to the good this month. And that is good because last month we had overspent on groceries also. So on groceries last month we were over by $75. So, you know, between the eating out being significantly less of an overage and this one being under, we did so good. We didn't spend anything on household stuff this month and nothing on medical. So that $17 is just going to carry forward. Miscellaneous, my share of what we spent was $7.95. So I budgeted $30. $7.95, $22.05. And then on the overspent, everything that I budgeted for that got applied to where we had overspent last month. Paula, 27 minus 1060. We've still got $16.40 of the money that I set aside for her. And then pet care, we didn't actually spend anything on pet care, which surprises me, but I bet we're gonna have to buy bags of food really soon. Chloe's food was really hard to find, so we stocked up on it because there were only 3 bags left in our whole town. And so when we found them, we bought them because we didn't want her to go without food. The other pets, we can buy theirs. Their stuff's kind of expensive. Okay, so toiletries, we actually did spend some of the money. So we budgeted 26 and we only spent 933. So that gives us 1667 to sit in the account earmarked for toiletries, so that when a month comes that we actually go to Sam's and spend a lot of money, the money is still there. So what I'm gonna do is add all of this up and we'll get the total. Okay, so that gave us $490.27, and we are going to subtract that from this $4437.25. And going into debt, we still have $3,946.98 going down toward the bottom of our worksheet here. Okay. So now we're down here at the bottom. Toward the sinking funds, we put more than the $283 into sinking funds, but what I'm more interested in tracking right here is what we actually spent that came out of the sinking funds. And that came out to $120.42. So as long as we're positive here, and we are, we're still moving in the right direction. So we're positive by $162.58. In the savings, I didn't have to pull any money from the savings, so we've got $48 there. Capital One, I ended up putting $164.54 towards that, so that one I was over by $121.54, but that's okay because it's coming off the balance. The Chevy is $215.14. That gives us 86 cents to the good. The Kia comes out to $174.87, so that is 13 cents to the good. Okay, my Kia student loan payment is $175, so that's even. The Kia car payment, my share of that was $92.68 this time, so I was actually 68 cents above what I had budgeted for. The Lowe's card, I actually sent, my share of what extra was sent was $9.31. The mortgage, we actually paid $1.65 more. They did increase the mortgage amount because my escrow includes insurance and taxes, and both of them went up a little bit. So I had guessed for this month what it would be, and now I know. Murray State, I sent them a payment for $25, and the Wells Fargo payment did not get made during February because it ended up actually not being due. I thought it was going to be due in February, but it's not due until March. So we've still got that money sitting there. So I will add all of this up and be right back. Okay, so everything that I sent toward debt in the sinking funds this month comes out to $1,161.74. The debt snowball that we collected during February, it's not being applied until I had to have it all together before the end of the month. So it's not reflected here. It will be reflected next month, which will make next month look bad, but it'll be okay. So we've got $1161.74, and we're going to take that out of the $3946.98, and so it says we had $2,785.24 left over, but that is the amount of money that we were able to put toward the sinking funds and toward stocking my emergency fund. So I'm so thankful that I was able to top off the emergency fund this month. So that's one goal down, y'all. One goal down. I've got it above $1,000, and that's where I wanted it to be. Now, I had one last thing that I wanted to go over with you guys as we're wrapping up the month of February. I had these that I filled out when I did my debt update, but some of them, the February statements hadn't come out yet. Well, the February statements by the end of the month have come out. So that one had the February statement. This one had the February statement. And of course, these are rounded numbers on this one. Capital One ended the month at, we're gonna say $33.98. Obviously, I am not coloring in anything. In fact, we should take that away because February was a bad month. But I had to put my taxes on there because I did not have the cash in my account to pay for it. I think my son's went on there, but the money got transferred to my account, so those should be coming off. But I expected this one to be bad. I think I mentioned that when I did the debt update. The car loan for Kia was, we're gonna say 8,774. So let's break out our calculator here. So we've got 9074 minus 8774. 300 divided by 108. That's going to be just 2 cars, but we do get to color in a second car. So let's do that real quick. Well, apparently my camera didn't want to take that video, but we've got a second car colored in. Okay, so the Chevy's balance is, we're going to say 9383. So we want 9768 minus 9383, 385 divided by 116. We get to color in 3 of them, so I need to color in 2 more. Hopefully this time it takes the video. Y'all, I got so excited over being able to color in 3 of these that I did the whole rest of the video and never hit record. Anyway, I can't tell you how good it feels to be able to color in 3. Like, Lord, this thing's going to be filled up. I have faith it's going. I did fill in February. It came out to 10,124 was the February statement. And that one did not give us enough to be able to color. We will next month because it was like right under. It was right under, y'all. I could have colored in another one, but that's okay. Maybe we'll get to color 2 next month. So there's that one. And then, of course, the Mohila, still on forbearance. I'm not sending any money to this. Truth be told, I'm hoping public servant loan forgiveness kicks in and I don't have to worry about it, but I'm still waiting to hear back from them on that. As soon as I know something, I will make a video and let you guys know how that's going. But that's got the entire month of February all wrapped up for you guys. You've seen the budget, you've seen the debt. In fact, if you're interested in having this kind of a tracker for yourself, I do have some available in my Etsy shop. I'll link to it in the description box below. My next video will be the March budget with me, so be sure to join me for that one. In the meantime, if you're still in the mood to watch, YouTube has put the best match for you probably on that side of the screen, I'm gonna guess. And I will see you all next time. Have a great couple of days, everybody. Bye!